to False Neutral. I'm your host, John, and this is your not so false, not so true, but right in the middle news show, full of plenty of controversy and inappropriate, offensive content. So let's go down to the track with our lead bullshitter, Johnny Hopper. Jesus, these bikes are incredible. Just blows my mind how much better these factory bikes are compared to a privateer bike. You know, privateers can't even dream about how good this stuff is. I mean, look at it's poetry in motion. Watch them go over those braking bumps. It's almost like it's not even there. It's like they're not even trying. Just such an unfair advantage. Man, speaking of poetry, it just makes no sense. It's Johnny, like water. It tastes so refreshing. Johnny, but it tastes like nothing at the same time. You can't say stuff like that. You feel me, bro? All right. Hear that? Somebody trying to talk to me in my ear. Sounds like a younger Dean Wilson that hasn't hit puberty yet. Are you paying attention, dude? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Is this thing on? What's going on? Oh, we're live. All right, we need to switch. Let's go to our head analyst. Switch. Head analyst, guys. Put it up on the screen. Let's talk to him.
That saves billions of gallons of gasoline. I mean, billions of I think it's $2.3 billion worth of, $500 billion in savings and 2-point-something billion metric tons of CO2 going in the air.
All right, I just got word. We got Johnny back. Let's see what he's thinking. Hey, Johnny. Yeah, thanks, Tim. Looks like we're good here. Looks like you figured out the technical difficulties. My name's also John. It's not Tim. So the riders are training as if racing is actually gonna happen. And it looks like all the privateers, this might be a perfect opportunity to load up in your box fans and hit some nationals. You might actually qualify for some nationals. Been on the fence lately because I don't know if there's going to be many spectators show up or if they're going to have a whole lot of riders try to qualify. You might be instantly in the motos. So for all you privateers out there, I would suggest getting to these races because we're only going to have 9 nationals as opposed to the 12. Looks like Glen Helen, Hangtown, Budds Creek, Unadilla is all out. But what's pretty cool is we're going to have 2 Red Buds back to back. Yeah, it's not going to be a July 4th, but I'm sure it's going to be just as big of a party as anything we've ever had before because Red Bud fans are probably the best fans on this whole circuit. And MX Sports has decided to cut the entry fee limitation from 90 riders down to, I believe, 76. Which I don't think is really going to be that big of a problem because we never have 90 riders show up for the Nationals. I mean, even last year at Red Bud, something like 80, 85 showed up. Round 1, I think there were high 70s, maybe 78 or something. And then the last round, the Ironman National, maybe a little over 80. So I think with this COVID and just sponsorship, I think we're going to see not as many guys show up, maybe around that 60. So the 76 limit cap, I really don't think is going to be that big of a deal for the privateers, but you should still get out there. Try to make some of these motos. Do it for the fans. If you don't want to do it for yourself. I don't know why you'd spend the money to go do it, but it wasn't for you. Anyway, that makes no sense whatsoever. Get out there, go racing, make America proud. And I don't know if we're going to see shortages of fans because they're scared of the whole social distancing, or if there's going to be limitations to where only 5,000 people can be at the Nationals. I know that's going to piss off all the vendors, so who knows what's going to happen. I know you're outside, so it shouldn't be that big of a deal. I don't know if the whole mask enforcement is going to be for outside of the event. That's probably more than likely going to happen. But we're going racing. Back to you, Vern. Oh, very good insight, John. But who do you have winning the 2020 COVID Nationals? So that's a good question, Jose. It's kind of a loaded question. Who I think is going to be winning the series? In all honesty, I think the Cowie boys are going to be the riders to beat. You've got AC, which I honestly think is probably faster than Tomac on a national track this year, if you can just keep it on 2 wheels. But I think Tomac, with his level of fitness, he's going to be really hard to beat, especially in a 35-minute +2. He's got time to make mistakes and make it happen, because when he does make a mistake, he seems to turn the engine burn on later in the moto. So I'm going to be looking for that. But yeah, thank you. Back to you, Steve. Thank you, Johnny. That was all very insightful. So, hope you guys enjoyed. I'm John and Johnny with False Neutral. Be sure to keep an eye out for our pre-race show. Till next time. Barack! Oh, crap. Oh, it's False Neutral. Oh, my God.